Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your gameplay for the T-90A. This is a currently rank 7 battle rating 10.7 Russian main battle tank, and it is a hell of a vehicle, but it's essentially just a T-72, but with a few upgrades, and some of the biggest upgrades are going to be the Stora active protective system. So these are actually really cool. Basically, they can screw up certain types of ATGMs that are fired against it, so long as these are more or less kind of facing in that direction, but otherwise this is still pretty much a T-72, and it has some pretty damn nice modifications as well as a laser warning system, the 3BM60, which is a really good shell, and of course a nice thermal sight, if you will. So that being said, let's get into a few matches, see what we could do. This is, oddly enough, not the highest BR vehicle in the Russian ground tech tree, not by any means. As a matter of fact, you have the T-72B3 above it, as well as the T-80 BVM and the T-80U, which also sit above it. And if you want, you can also consider the T-80 UK, despite the fact that that is a squadron vehicle, as being a higher BR in the Russian ground tech tree. That said, let's get into a few matches, see what we could do, but this thing is a beast and a half. Let's get into it. Now, it's always interesting, in my opinion, how the Russians tried passing this off as a brand new vehicle when it is obviously just basically a fairly decently upgraded T-72. I mean, of course, you know, it's a pretty big upgrade, but the T-72 actually, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't even supposed to be like a mainline tank anyways. It was supposed to be the T-64 in lieu of it, but the T-64 cost too much, and the T-72 was good enough, as we see with so many other Russian vehicles. If it's good enough, they'll do it, and then they put that into main production, and now we have the T-90, which is doing so well in conflicts around the world. Now, that being said, whether you want to believe me making fun of it or not, that's up to you. We do have him over there. I have got some enemies. Let's see. Got the kill. None too shippy-dibby-dabby. I have, obviously, some enemies over here. Hopefully I can take this fella out before he gets me. Now, the turret traverse on this is, well, not very good, unfortunately. And because of that, is he here? Ah! Ooh! There we go. There we go. M1A1HC. That's what you get. Russian troll armor. So let's go respawn. That was a little bit funny. Oh, we have a helicopter. Got some hits and a kill. Man, oh man, this turned out to be a hell of a match going on right here. Cannot complain. Got 2 kills against ground, 1 against air. But, I mean, insofar as this vehicle is concerned, obviously it's a pretty quick vehicle. I think it's relatively well armored for its weight. I think ERA and Warthunder, obviously Russians love their ERA, explosive reactive armor. ERA and Warthunder is, I think, just based on what I see in real life, it might be a touch overpowered in Warthunder. It seems like it stops more than it otherwise would. Now, I'm not sure if that's Russian bias, but I have had way more success in stopping shots with much lower armor Russian vehicles that just have ERA in lieu of composites, you know, than, well, I guess Abrams, for example, or some of the other traditional, I guess, style vehicles that you might find with the NATO countries. So, that said, we have some enemies over here, obviously. I might run into one here. Not entirely sure. Do not want to rock the Casbah, so to speak. Oh, we have an enemy there. Gunner, cannon breach, and so much more. Successful to a point. So let's keep moving up. You know, as much as I might like to trash on certain vehicles in Warthunder, you know, for one reason or another, I guess sometimes I might think it's funny or whatever the case may be, right? Ultimately, what it comes down to is that this vehicle is, in my opinion, actually really, really good. I love the T-90. I love the T-72s. In fact, actually, Russian tanks in this game are probably my favorite tanks, to play. For whatever reason. I don't know why, I just do better in them. T-55A, for example, I am in love with that vehicle. If I could marry a vehicle, if I could marry a tank, that would probably be the one I marry. It'd be like Bride of Tankenstein. Or husband. Well, I'm not into marrying a male tank here. But you guys get the idea. Okay, got the driver, track, and assist. Woo! Doing very well. 4 kills against ground, 1 against air. This is a fun time. I've only had 1 successful hit against me thus far. Probably going to get another one soon. It also helps when your team is doing very well, of course. Now, that first match wasn't all too bad. I had something like 5 or 6 kills, however many, with that aircraft kill, as well as I think an assist in there, maybe a base cap, so not too shibby-dibby-dabby. Now, let's move up, see if we can do a little bit better. Sometimes in this map, I do really, really well. Other times, I don't. So it really depends, I guess, on who I'm fighting, but I am at a complete up tier. Thing is, though, I think at top tier, up tier, down tier, it really stops losing meaning when you're pretty much at top tier. We do have an enemy up here. I do have... Ooh, that sucked. I'm going to keep my APF SDS equipped, despite the fact... we have an enemy right there. He knows. Got the cannon breach. That is exactly what I was looking for. Okay, we have him right here, I think? Yes, we have him right here. Want to get out from in front of him. Or just hit him right here. Perfect. Exactly what I was thinking. That was his weak spot. Of course, under cannon breach, weak spot. Always a nice place to hit. We may have another... Yes, we do. Wow, what are the chances for me? Got the loader. Not very good. However, hopefully that interrupted his loading process. And it appears that it did. What is going on here? We have a challenger over here. And got the kill. Holy guacamole. I am doing very well. However, I think a large portion of this is just strictly due to the charity of my enemy. In that they just aren't prosecuting the war, so to speak. They are almost clearly not doing anything. But I do see him. Can I get this kill? Who knows? There he is. Got a driver in horizontal turret drive. Is that a Merkava? Not sure. That was an M1A1HC. 4 kills. Oh, this is turning out well. But I only have 8 shots of APF SDS left before I have to turn to my ATGM and or heat, or HE shell rather. But, of course, that is to say, if I even survive. Who knows? Okay, got a fuel tank. Perfect. There is my ERA. I love my ERA so very much. It is way overpowered. It makes no sense why it's as powerful as it is. It's just... maybe that's why I love my Russian tanks in this game. They just are way better in this game than they are in real life. At least their performance in real life. And you can make an argument that, hey, maybe their combined arms doctrine, like, tanks are good, training isn't, but, either way. In Warthunder, wunderbar, so to speak, or whatever the Russian word is for it, but I'm doing very well right now. 5 kills, 1 base cap. Thus far, I mean, this entire gameplay has been very, very fruitful and makes in my opinion, it's making me like the T-90 a whole lot more. A few days or weeks ago, whatever it is, I recorded some gameplay of the ALF F1, or the ALF F1, however it's pronounced, the French auto-loading artillery vehicle that just pretty much fires HE. And I said that I was having probably the most fun I had in Warthunder in maybe ever when I was recording. I don't even know what the hell I'm driving. How I'm driving right now. It's just like not really making any sense. Anyways, I had a ton of fun with that. This vehicle, I'm having a lot of fun with it too. Now, not as much because, of course, I mean, I'm just kind of shooting at people with tank shells. You know, I mean, that's cool. But I'm actually having a lot of fun in a different way. So, in the way I'm having fun with this is essentially that it's good. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it explicitly. I'm sure I have. But when it comes to how I play Warthunder, how I record everything, and really just my existence in this game, I play aggressively, right? Like, every match that you ever see recorded, or, you know, obviously it's going to be recorded if you see it, those matches are literally the same as if I wasn't recording them. I don't do anything special for recording outside of, I guess, talking during my matches, but aside from that, everything's pretty much the same. And so I play very aggressively. I don't like to sit behind cover, for example, like people sitting behind there, waiting for people to come past. It's not my style of gameplay. Regardless of the vehicle, I absolutely hate doing it. And so I try to play aggressively, and, you know, because I try to get 3 matches in probably every gameplay, for the most part, every gameplay, you know, you see a lot of quick matches where it's like 4 or 5, hopefully 4 or 5 kills, sometimes more, sometimes fewer than that. But, you know, it's pretty good. And my first 2 matches I think I had like, what, 5 kills in each of, you know, whether it was aircraft or tanks or whatever. And that was nice, you know, in like a really short period of time. So I said, let's move up. I feel like the 8 point... Oh, they are encountering some sort of resistance. Let's move up and hope that we can get something. Okay. So I got the M1 KVT. I received a text right at the moment where the M1 KVT came around the corner. So if it wasn't for the fact that this thing has unusually good armor... Thank you, Cheng Zhang. If it wasn't for the fact that this thing has unusually good armor, that would have been the death of me. So whoever texted me, thank you very much, because that almost sank my gameplay that I've been trying to get put together for quite some time now. Okay, it looks like we are experiencing some enemies over here that this CV90105 is killing before I can even get to them. That's one of the great things about that vehicle. I mean, it is just so stout in terms of its firing capabilities. It is fantastic, and I really cannot say anything bad, at least when it comes to its offense. Now, I got the cannon breach and whatever. Part of me really hates the not the auto loader, but the laser warning system on this vehicle. We have that M1 down there. Let's hope I can get him, and I can! Very nice. A fresh kill. I'm not going to go sit by their base, even though I am an aggressive player. If I can avoid it, I really try not to. You know, like, if I kind of end up getting pinned by their base because I've been pushing against them for however long, then it happens. You know, I mean, that sort of thing does happen. However, it's a situation that I at least try to avoid. Okay, we have something. Got an M1A1 right there. Let's go push up. I know there's someone in here, probably severely damaged. Not sure how much, but there is some smoke, so I'm going to possibly take this turn or this one. Hopefully no one else is over here, because I really don't feel like dying. However, if I do die, then I die. Such things happen. It is a video game. What does it really matter in terms of the, you know, everything? I mean, dying in a video game, with few exceptions, doesn't really matter in life, right? Okay, I hear an enemy. Heard an enemy. Very, very fun. Got a kill. We have the A point, obviously, is being taken right now. I feel like I'm doing okay. Another 5-kill match. Can't complain about that. 3 5-kill matches pretty much, I think, in a row. Like 3 out of my last 5 have been these matches. So, none too shabby. Let's see if I can cap this. If I can, I can. If I can't, no shame in it, you know, because I am doing number 1 insofar as the people still playing in this match on my team. I do hear an enemy over to my left. Actually, you know what? It looks like this match is over. Looks like I have 5 kills to end it. So 5 kills, 5 kills, 5 kills. Not too bad for a vehicle that before, I think yesterday, I've never played before. So that said, thanks so much for watching. If you like, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever it is that you'd like to do. I appreciate it, and it always means the world to me. But that said, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.